let's zoom in on the Zomato stock, for instance. Suyash, what a year that the Zomato stock has had.
What a year, Krishna. It has turned multi-bagger today, you know.
Wow.
I mean, since the last 3 days, I think it rallied on Thursday about 4%, Friday about 6%, another 6% today. So it's been on a tear. I mean, in 2023, it's given returns of about 102%. And we know the results were clearly outstanding. A big improvement on a quarter-on-quarter basis. In fact, it has turned profitable. Now, many organizations will tell you it turned profitable last time around, but as we had,
but that was a tax adjustment.
Tax adjustment that because of which it had posted a profit last time around. But this time around, finally, the company has turned profitable, and we are seeing a good bit of growth across all its verticals. You know, sequentially, the all 4 segments, all 4 contributors, is dine out business, it's food delivery business, it's a B2B business, all have seen, you know, double-digit growth. And I mean, I was also looking at some of the brokerages reviews over here. Amit, I mean, the highest target price as per brokerages is 165, which implies an upside of around 30%. I mean, is this sort of exuberance justified? Clearly, the company is doing fairly well. The outlook is optimistic. But, you know, after a 100% run up, another 30% upside, is that reasonable?
So these, brokerage estimates move on both sides in a similar manner. When it was going down, then there were lower and lower targets. Above, targets are revised higher. But what we need to understand here is the business. Obviously, clearly now there are only 2 players in this industry. We also need to understand that it's a strong, seasonally very strong, quarter for them, given the festive season, and on top of that, you have Cricket World Cup as well. So there is the number of orders which are coming in has really shot up. I still think that they are some time away from actually attaining the profitability. The Blinkit vertical is still making about 1100 losses, 1100 crore losses even in this quarter. So my sense is that it will take some time before the business actually stabilizes towards the profitability. But no one can deny that the potential for this business is quite huge if you have a long investment horizon. Eventually, I think about only 1.5 to 2 crores are customers are there. The scope of actually getting more customers on board for this business is quite huge. And given that there will be probably no strong player coming in as a third player, this could become a duopoly industry, and we could see some sort of very strong up move on the upside. But in the short term, my sense is that the moves have been pretty significant. There have been a lot of institutional buying which has seen that could sort of slow down because it's now back to the listing price. Slightly above that, it got listed at 115. I think it closed at around 123, 24 today. So we could see some sort of selling coming here. But even though I'm skeptical about the short-term moves, the long-term story for Zomato looks pretty good. If one has a 7 to 10 years kind of a view.
All right, 7 to 10 year kind of view. Amit, while we're talking about the World Cup, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's the butterfly effect. One Day World Cup gets more interesting. People start watching One Day World Cup, Cricket World Cup more. So they're watching more, so they order more. And because of that, the sentiment with Zomato improves at a time when their quarterly earnings report card also comes out positively, and it all adds up to the stock and the sentiment with which people are buying the stock. And you're seeing that run up with every possible day. With every Indian victory, I'm guessing Zomato stock is gaining another 3-4%. But we will take our focus away from the Zomato stock and put it on another set of quarterly earnings that came out after Zomato